What's up, spirit souls? I hope you're having a fantastic day and welcome to my channel. For those of you who are new here, I'm Chaitanya Das, aka Celio, and here is where I come to talk about things like spirituality, self-development, relationships, fitness, the law of attraction, and so much more. But most importantly, I talk about all these things in connection to the supreme intelligence behind the stringent laws of material nature, in connection to the one known in the Vedic scriptures as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the all-attractive one, Kṛṣṇa. I sincerely hope you enjoy the content. If you do, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It's good karma. Also, if you'd like more information on how you can connect with your inner self so you can live a happier and more fulfilling life, please take a look at my website. Links in the description below. There you'll find wonderful resources designed specifically to assist you with that goal. Now, before I jump right into it, let me roll the intro. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So a few weeks ago, my wife and I celebrated 13 years of marriage. And I'm glad to say we are in a very happy and fulfilling relationship. I remember as a young man, I always had the desire to have my own family, the desire to have a wife and kids to love and care for. But for whatever reason, you can call it my karma, I often was faced with challenges and experiences that for the most part always led me away from the path that I thought would lead me towards what I wanted. And one of my strong desires related to the desire of having a family was to have loving in-laws. Yes, I wanted to have a great relationship with my mother-in-law. And I think that for me specifically, that stems from the fact that I had a very loving mother and a very loving father. Even though my father, because he was a truck driver, he spent long periods of time on the road, and my mom passed away before I turned 18 years old. Anyways, I didn't spend much time asking why this was important to me. I just knew it was. Interestingly enough, although I didn't have many long-term relationships, with every single one of those relationships, the parents simply didn't like me. I always got the clear message that they thought I wasn't good enough for their daughter. Now, that was hard for me, not only because of my specific desire, but because I felt like I was indeed a good candidate. When dating someone from church, that for me was a no-brainer. I am a good guy. I'm very involved in the church's activities. I'm a good student. I went on to get my bachelor's degree in economics. I held jobs from a young age. I was a good son. Not a perfect son, but certainly a good son. And still, the disregard towards me and the disapproval of the relationship was clear. And as you can imagine, that can have profound negative effects in the mind of a young man. Luckily, for whatever reason, I never let those experiences influence my desire. On the contrary, I held on to the belief that I would find someone that not only is deserving of my love and affection, but also had parents who would show tremendous appreciation for me and for what I bring to the table as a man, as a father, as a husband, etc. Now you might be asking, what does that have to do with how do I have a long-lasting and fulfilling conjugal relationship? And I'm here to tell you it has everything to do with it. You see, recently I had a conversation with a friend, and he expressed that he feels like he always held to a strong desire for having someone in his life. But still, the relationship he is longing for, in one way or another, always evades him. But it didn't take long for me to notice that, although he was expressing his desire, he was doing it from a place of lack. He was focusing on and communicating the fact that every time he met someone, it wouldn't take long until they both realized they were not a good match for each other, whatever that means. Now, one can argue, as he did, that was simply the reality of the situation. He went on to list all the reasons why he concluded that a relationship with that specific person would not last, and how his previous relationships had not lasted due to the same reasons. And of course, he was right. He had strong evidence for everything he was talking about. He was not making those things up. What he failed to realize, which is what all of us do in one way or another in different aspects of our lives, is that his focus was on what was not working in regarding his relationships. And as such, he keeps on recalling those same experiences And that is the very reason he is not allowing the relationship he wants to manifest into his experience. And that takes me back to what I was saying regarding me wanting to have a great relationship with my in-laws. I always felt compelled and justified to talk about and point out how wrong my potential in-laws were about me and who I am. How they were preventing their daughter from having a great partner. Someone with qualities that I myself, being a father to 2 girls, would love to see in a son-in-law. But I didn't. At the time, while working on the relationship with my then girlfriend, I went through the discomfort and pain those situations brought me with my mouth shut, holding on to my desire and respecting her parents for who they were, her parents. Of course, inevitably, the relationship would end and I would move on. Today, looking back at those experiences and what my life turned out to be, I'm glad to say that, as I said before, not only I found someone that is deserving of my love and affection, but she also has parents who show me so much affection. My point is, whatever our desires are, a long-lasting and loving relationship, loving in-laws, beautiful children, a great job, etc. We must focus on the fact that God is all good, the fact that the means to the fulfillment of our desires are always available to us, and it's our job to consistently align ourselves with that truth, so they can all, in due time, be manifested into our existence. So let me know what you think. Do you think it's possible to get what you want by talking about the fact that it's not happening? Leave your comment in the section below. And as always, if you'd like more information on how you can connect with your inner self so you can live a happier and more fulfilling life, please take a look at my website. Thank you very much for your time and attention, and until next time, chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Hare Krishna.